Welcome back to Gridiron Victoria TV, I'm Daniel Ratanapintha. Before the break, we saw the Melbourne Uni Royals score 2 touchdowns through Blair Black finding Adam Watson twice. Could the Monash Barbarians claw their way back into the Div 2 Vic Bowl final? Let's find out now. Monash Barbarians punted, and the speedster Chris Toohey on punt return retrieves the ball about 33 yards and runs it all the way to about halfway into the field. In the very next play, Blair Black hands off to Robbie Hanrahan, who gets a gain of about 4 yards. This pass meant for wide receiver number 80 Chris Toohey was incomplete. Again, Blair Black threw an incomplete pass just a bit too far for Chris Toohey's liking, meaning in the next play they had to give up the ball early on in this second half. And although the Royals had formed a bit of a deadly duo of their own in Adam Watson and Blair Black, Kieran Dwyer and Andrew Fitzpatrick weren't too far off with this great pass that gave them some confidence in coming back in this game. And due to penalties, the Barbarians were forced back 15 yards and had to rebuild from the back. And although it was only the third quarter, it felt like time was running out and there were little options for Kieran Dwyer to aim for. Although he eventually found a familiar face in Andrew Fitzpatrick, which got them first down. On first down, Kieran Dwyer looks forward, runs left, and bombs it all the way into the end zone for an incomplete pass. The lifesaver they were looking for just wasn't there. Vic throws another incomplete pass. And Vic finds Paulo Corpuz for first down. With Jeremy Edwards on his tail, Kieran Dwyer runs left and passes a long ball out towards Pat Mould near the end zone. It was incomplete on first down. On second down, Vic reviews his options, does a bit of a circle, and finds Halloran Simpson for a few more yards. A long pass into the end zone aimed towards Cale Halloran Simpson was never going to reach him, being the Royals had 2 men on him. Sean O'Kane provided the confidence boost that the Barbarians needed with this catch about 7 yards out from the end zone. Terrific defense from the Melbourne Uni Royals meant that the Barbarians just couldn't get the vital touchdown they so desperately required. Alexander Strickland stopped this last-ditch touchdown on third down.
You know what? That's close. You're going to put it in here, boys. Okay, so listen up. Pass protection, yeah? We're doing the same play again, Apache, yeah? Pat, you're on the wheel once, okay? You can hit the wheel again. Jamesy, come out to the right-hand side, mate. Get yourself into the end zone. Do you understand? Yep. Okay?
It's a do-or-die situation. Kieran Dwyer has options in Andrew Fitzpatrick short and 4 men in the end zone. He elects to go towards the end zone, but the pass is astray, and the Royals get the ball back at the worst of times for the Barbarians. Instantly, Black hands off to Matui, and they're second and inches. Then, in the next down, Black runs left and then passes inside towards Bill Chislett, and they have a huge gain on first down. Black hands off to Matui, runs left. He pushes off Stanek, pushes off Sears, but gets smashed by Leonard Yap, and is pushed out of bounds. Black hands off to Hanrahan, but he's taken down by Daniel Ratanapintha. Hanrahan taken down by Ryan Nadeau this time. Royals QB Blair Black takes things into his own hands, runs left, and is eventually taken out by Tim Ransfield and Matthew Sides. As it has become a trend, Blair Black hands off to Matui, who goes into a scramble and is eventually gang tackled by a group of Barbarians.
Daniel, how's it all feeling out there now?
Nah, a bit shaky, not too good. Yeah, only been on special teams so far, but our offense is doing really well. Defense is doing really well. We just can't finish. We get all the way to the end zone, and that's it.
What do you think might happen differently in the fourth?
We're going to throw it a lot more. Hopefully, get a lot more completions. We dropped 2 in the end zone, so those 2 catches and the score's even. So I reckon we're going to win. Come back.
Tregurtha was in the right state of mind, and Blair Black might not have been as he was looking for Chris Toohey. As a result, he got an incomplete pass instead. Since the Royals were on 4th down, the Barbs got another go, and Kieran Dwyer didn't want to waste any chances that he had. A couple of incomplete passes didn't look too good, but on 3rd down, he was able to pass out through the centre through to Sean O'Kane, who got a great gain and 1st down. The Royals D put the pressure onto Kieran Dwyer, forcing him back to about 47 yards, but he was still able to bomb out all the way to Sean O'Kane, who eventually got 1st down once more. As Vic had gotten 2 consecutive 1st downs, it wasn't beyond him to find a 3rd, and that's exactly what he did when he found Andrew Fitzpatrick, who eventually struggled his way into the end zone for that touchdown that the Barbs had been longing for all game. However, they did not convert, and the score was 16-6 in the final quarter. As the Royals had possession back, their QB Blair Black went back but was tripped up by Garrett Dickinson, who was very enthusiastic about his efforts. Black once more headed back and passed left, out to Bill Chislett, but it was incomplete on 2nd down. The pressure was starting to crank up for the Royals as Blair Black was sacked here by Tim Ransfield. The Royals resorted to punting for field position, but instead received an automatic 1st down due to a roughing the kicker penalty which allowed them to keep possession, much to Ralph Maggio's displeasure. It was truly the last thing the Barbarians needed, and Ralph knew it. Blair Black and the Royals might not have taken full advantage of the situation that they were handed. Just a small gain and an incomplete pass, and the Royals had to punt. This time, there was no interference. Here, Vic is able to run outside to the right and get 1st down from this long run. Then in the next down, Kieran Dwyer passes the ball through the centre, aiming for Jimmy Foe and Andrew Fitzpatrick, but it is an incomplete pass as neither could get a proper hold of the ball. The next down, however, Kieran Dwyer was able to find Andrew Fitzpatrick. Then in a rushing play, the Barbarians would get to 1st down.
16-6.
Vic overshot this pass intended for Heller and Simpson, and in the next play did the same for a pass intended for Jimmy Foe. Another incomplete pass. Some pretty poor blocking meant that Vic could only gain 4 yards. This screen out to Andrew Fitzpatrick meant that the Barbs could get a gain of 7 yards. Vic running in for 1st down. Dwyer couldn't connect down the centre with this pass attempt. But could in the next play when he found Fitzpatrick, who ran all the way to about 9 yards. Vic ran to the outside and was stopped just 2 yards short of the end zone before he was pushed over the boundary. With his handoff from Dwyer, Jimmy Foe found himself just the 1 yard short of the end zone. Vic is sacked 3 yards away from glory. On 4th down, Vic hands off to Foe, but it just wasn't enough, and they lost possession so close to what they so desperately wanted. Only a miracle would have saved them now, and it was an inevitability. Blair Black runs out right, goes down, but it doesn't matter. The game is over. They take a knee, the clock winds down, and the Melbourne Uni Royals are champions of the 2012 Division 2 TGI Fridays Vic Bowl.
Hey, it's time to go!
I feel bad for the Barbs. I'm sorry to say that, fellas, but we're coming hard. We're coming hard the rest of the season, and I hate to say this after a loss, but we're coming for that Vic Bowl trophy, and we're going to keep it in Melbourne.
Blair, you better have your best game.
It's not fun getting hit by
We're going to
me.
come out and we're going to play really hard, and yeah, I look forward to playing the Royals in the Vic Bowl.